Hey, Damien.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Hey, Wyatt. Logan's got an idea.
Hey, Dylan. Logan has an idea. What's up, Logan?
We should make a podcast.
Honestly, why not?
That's honestly a good idea.
Honestly,
Alright.
it is.
Honestly,
we're
I
gonna-
agree.
We're gonna head straight into it with the topic of vehicular manslaughter
They really headed straight into it.
God damn.
and our thoughts on that. Damien, I want to start with you. What are your thoughts on vehicular manslaughter? Either like
Why has it started on me?
As someone who owns a car and has hit someone before,
Wait,
what's your opinion on vehicular manslaughter?
It's true. I run people over for a living.
How do you feel?
I love it.
Does it give you joy?
So much joy. I just cream.
What do you like most about it?
Just the blood.
Okay.
How many times do you have to activate the windshield afterwards? The wipers, my bad.
I don't. I get out and scrub it with my tongue.
so, how many points do you get per person?
What race do you target?
Blah.
What gender?
Whoa. So Logan, I wanna.
Look at this. Get out. I'm actually gonna realistically take this. It's awesome. Look at no, but vehicle manslaughter is actually really fucked up. Like, and there's so many different versions of it. If you know what I mean by that, there's people who are like under the influence of shit and they just run someone over because they were high as shit and saw a unicorn running past them, or they're someone who's drunk as fuck and just doesn't know what's going on, forgot they were even driving. Or you got people who are legitimately like run someone over because they fucking hate them and they're trying to kill them. Like, it can be done, and there's accidental vehicle manslaughter where like someone fucking runs in front of your car and you just didn't have time to react.
Holy smokes.
There's shit where like you can have that was fucking that's gonna be great to listen to later. But like there's situations where you'll have someone like they'll get cause vehicle manslaughter and it was an accident and they didn't mean to do it and they feel horrible and that just affected that person for their whole life. It's going to constantly be in their consciousness, bugging them, just traumatizing them, listening to that constantly. But then there's people who did it while they were drunk, and yeah, they regret it too, but they made the stupid decision to get drunk and drive. So, like, it goes so many ways. Some people I feel bad for who've caused it, I feel bad for. You know what I mean? Because, like, imagine accidentally, like, some kid, like, he runs out to grab his fucking soccer ball at the park, and you hit him because you just didn't have time to react. It's not necessarily your fault. But it's not like the kid's fault either. He just ran to get his ball, and honestly, it's more the parents' fault. They tell him not to go run on the road. But like that sucks. It's not your fault. It's not really his fault. You just murdered a child, and he's gone, and now you're gonna go to jail for that. And as much as part of you was like, you think you're gonna feel like you deserve it because you're gonna punish yourself. Isn't that punishment enough? For someone who accidentally did it. They had no cause, like it wasn't their fault. I think the parent should go to jail. Or the parent should be charged, a hefty charge.
Yeah.
And yes, I know they just lost their kid, and they're like, "Oh, you lost a kid, you owe 10 grand." Now that's a little rough. But like, you didn't teach them how to be safe.
Yeah, it's almost child endangerment.
It is. Like, that's fucked up. So, and then there's someone who's drunk and hits a kid, and you're like, okay, well, you deserve to go to jail. You
Yeah.
should have been drinking and driving. Like, fucking idiot. And hence why here on the podcast, whenever we drink, anybody who's drinking does not have cars. Or don't plan on driving anywhere. So, like, that, seriously, do not drink and drive. Bad idea. Because you will have...
We got full screen in this bitch. That's all y'all need to know.
Yeah, all you need. All right, Logan. How do you feel about killing people with vehicle manslaughter? Shouldn't have said that as brutal as I did.
Vehicular.
Vehicular.
My opinion.
I said that's so fucking weird. Yeah.
You know why I think it's wild?
Why?
Because one time I was at a 7-Eleven.
Oh, God. I thought he was going to say one time.
I went into 7-Eleven to get myself a Slurpee,
Are
right?
you talking about the car? Are you talking about the time you hit a parked car?
No. We're not going to bring that situation up.
Okay, my bad. Didn't happen. Sorry, guys.
That never happened.
The parked car hit you.
Exactly. But when I came out of 7-Eleven, there was like an ambulance, a fire truck, and a couple police officers because some person hit someone on a bicycle.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. That's
Yeah.
fucked
It was wild.
up. Hold on. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Have you ever seen someone hit a car, like they crash into the car on their bicycle, like the car doesn't hit them?
What?
One
Oh,
time,
yeah.
I watched a van. It was pulling out of his driveway, and there was a dude on his bike, like just fucking flying down the hill, and
There's a dude with the bike flying down this hill.
yeah,
And
so
there's a dude in a van backing up
so
out of his driveway.
he was backing out, and then the dude on the bike, he's fucking flying down the hill, and I don't know if he just didn't, or he was on drugs, or just didn't see the van. He just fucking face planted into the van.
Was this here in Stratford?
Cambridge.
Oh, because there was someone I know
he
who was on
died.
a but damn.
He hit the car so hard it caused some kind of it pushed his nose, and it did that thing where it goes up, and then not only that, because of panic, it didn't kill him, but it made him panic and he had a heart attack.
Oh shit.
Damn.
And the guy in the van, like, what the fuck do you do? He did nothing. He was pulling out of his driveway, and he was already halfway pulled. He was already he was already on the sidewalk before the bike showed up, so it wasn't even his fault. He was just pulling out of his driveway, and some dude just killed himself on his van. Yeah, fucked up.
You
that.
watched that?
I didn't watch it.
Oh.
I heard about it though.
Yeah, I seen this
Fucked
video.
up.
There's this dude sitting in a chair, and it was in like the desert,
Okay.
and there was these like other dudes that were sitting on a tank. And
Oh, yeah.
I think I just yeah.
No, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
He got shot with the tank,
Yeah.
and he was no more.
There was a girl that me, Wyatt and Logan went to school with,
Okay.
and her brother was on a bike and got smoked by a car, and he broke his leg.
Yeah. I've been in my fair share of bike accidents though, like just bicycles and shit. It's fucked up. You get some crazy accidents. Like I've had quite a few. I don't know if you guys have had many bike accidents, but
I never hit
Not
like
really.
a car, but like I fell and ate shit.
you can
Yeah.
name it. I've done quite a few.
One
I've
time-
had a really nice bike accident before.
Which one? Was it one of your times you popped a tire? Like the 96 times you've done it?
It was something to do with a tire,
I
yeah.
figured.
One
You
time I
wanna hear
tired.
the story?
You tell
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we'll all go through our bike stories.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
great idea.
So I was biking home from school, right?
Okay.
And it was across town,
Yeah.
and the roads were wet. I had no what's it called?
Traction?
After falling like the
Well,
wet
yeah,
roads.
traction,
Mm.
but tread. I had no tread on my back wheel, so I was braking because I was going down a hill. I was going fast, and then I realized that there was a road in front of me that just cut off. I was only able to turn left or right.
Dead end.
So then I squeezed my brakes. I was still going. My brakes weren't doing nothing for me. So then I ended up turning my bike sideways. So I was sliding sideways towards this curb because it was a sidewalk right there.
Yeah.
I was still going pretty quick.
Uh-oh.
And then I was almost able to get myself going the opposite direction.
Yeah, yeah.
My back tire clipped the curb.
To just explode.
I bent my rim in half.
Damn.
Jesus Christ. That's pretty rough.
It was horrible.
That legitimately compares to my worst one. You've heard my story.
That was 3 minutes of biking out of the 20, 30-minute bike ride.
That's crazy.
Mine ain't sick compared to that.
Yeah.
Here, I'll let you. I don't know how.
You go
bad-
last.
You want me to go last?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know mine was really bad. Logan, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The bike that went.
You go next, Wyatt.
So I was hitting this like little fucking homemade ramp, right? I was at my trailer park on fucking BMX I just caught like 2 weeks ago, right? I'm hyped as fuck. I've been hitting this ramp for like
As you
half
should
an
be.
hour, right? Like it's just like a little, maybe a foot and a half up,
Okay.
but like it's still like, yo, that's a ramp.
Yeah.
So I was hitting it, right? And then like I started to get tired,
Okay.
started to get slower. And I think you
Uh-oh.
might see where this is going. The front end dropped off the ramp. I flew over the handlebars.
Oh.
Oh,
Ooh,
Jesus.
scraped my knees, scraped my palms.
Oh,
fucking
God.
Smacked my face against the pavement.
Road burns
That's
are rough.
Fun.
Road burns are rough.
Bro,
feel
and
the
then when it's
worst.
like, and when it tries to heal and it's
Oh,
all wet
God,
and
it
shit, bro,
sucks.
fuck.
You all
You
that-
got
all
that
rocks in
shit.
your skin and
Yeah,
shit.
and then there's like
Yes.
that,
That
it's like
tiny
a
little
grease,
pebbles.
like pouring out of the cuts and shit all the
Yeah.
time, and it's like, oh god, it's just
bro,
so painful.
it's bullshit.
It really is.
One time, I was super young. Me and my brother were biking to school, and you know how like sidewalks, there's like sometimes little patches between the sidewalk and the grass.
Oh yeah.
Shit just happens to it over time, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was biking and my
That's
front
fucked me up a few
my front
times.
tire got caught in that,
Yep.
and I got sent flying over the handlebars.
Yeah.
And I like ate shit, and I broke two of my teeth fell out because of that.
Oh damn.
Ouch.
And I was like right in front of the school. I was at the destination, and then it happened.
Oh man, you made it. Too.
That's
That's brutal.
And then one time I was biking, and my tire got stuck in train tracks, and I completely ate shit.
I've seen
And
that.
my knees, like they were just shredded. My elbow was shredded.
Ooh.
It was not
Train
fun.
wrecks are dangerous. They're fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
Weird. That's actually weird. Out of all the accidents I've had, I've never wiped out on train tracks on a bike, and I have quite a few. Like I'll tell my worst one, and then like I'll just briefly touch up any of the funnier ones or good ones. But my worst one was like it literally has given me PTSD on going down hills on bikes. I get kind of scared. I'm not kidding, and I love going down hills, but part of me is like a little worried every time, because this was it's more It sounds like a funny story and kind of cool experience that I just say that I've had this crazy of a wipeout. And the fact that I lived and didn't break anything is crazy. But it's just being there when I felt it. Oh, God, the feeling was insane. So I was biking home from school, and I was Cambridge, my hometown. It was it's basically a hill, like a bowl. Like every way in, you go down a hill. Every way out, you got to go up a hill. And I lived the bottom of the hill. School was at the very top of the town, top of the hill. So I'm biking home, and I was wearing a helmet at the time. I'm clarify this. I wore helmets for quite a while. I won't lie. I stopped after this day. So I was wearing my helmet, and I'm flying down the hill, and I have a decent. It was an okay bike. It wasn't something great. It was just super cycle, just, basic okay bike. Nothing bad about it. Nothing great. And I'm just riding down the hill, and I get to the point where I was going pretty fast, and I knew there was a main road coming, and like there's no light on it or stop sign. Like cars are just flying across it, right? And I'm just going straight towards it, and as I'm getting closer and closer, I'm like, okay, well, I gotta brake. It's time to stop. Like, I'm gonna get smoked by a car if I don't. So I grab my brakes, I squeeze them. Not kidding. Don't know how this happened. As I squeeze them, I just watched the brake line disconnect, just fall off my bike, and roll away. I still to this date do not understand how the fuck that happened. I'm so confused, and it was so fucked up. My bad luck just hit me hard right there. I squeezed the brake line just went, slid down behind me, and I just turned my head, watched my brake line just go back the distance. I'm like, fuck. And then I was right in front of the main road, so it was too late. There's nothing to do, so I went across the main road while the cars were coming. Transport truck comes flying, just skins. Like, the wind of it, I felt the wind. It put me into a speed wobble. Like, just pretty much skimmed my tire. But, like, it didn't hit it. It was just, like, the wind. So it put me in a crazy speed wobble. And I got hit on that speed wobble on the flat part before it got into the steeper part of the hill. So I didn't have time. I couldn't react. I was trying to not fall from the speed wobble at the speed I was going, and I was just fucking panicking. So then I got to the steepest part of the hill, and I just didn't know what to do at this point because I was so panicked and overwhelmed with what was just happening. And as I'm fucking going down that part of the hill, I was like, I gotta stop. Like, I'm going really, and I was going with the speed of the cars. I was flying down the hill, and I went to go like try to use my feet on the concrete to slow down, and not kidding, I literally felt them start getting really heated up, and I like could smell like rubber burning, and I was like, okay, well that's not working, because I was flying down the hill. It was like hurting my feet. Like I just couldn't do that. And then I was just okay. Well, I don't know what the fuck to do now. I was like, I gotta hit something. There's no other way to stop. I gotta hit something or bail. You know what I mean? So, as I'm going down, I was like, all right, well, and it almost felt like time slowed down because of the adrenaline that was pumping through me, about to like crash into something at the speed I was going. So I was like, okay, like I almost got time to analyze the situation, is what it felt like, because it felt like time was moving so slow because of how much adrenaline I had pumping through me. So like I literally looked. I like saw in front of me was an oncoming car. Not good. Gonna die. Directly to the right of it was a parked car. Wasn't really thinking I wanted to hit that either. A little more to the right, if I darted to the right as fast as I could, I was hitting a solid brick wall. I was like, that doesn't sound great either. If I darted more to the left, I was like, okay, well, conveniently enough, I hit my buddy's field. I would go right into his field. And I was like, you know what? That sounds like the more easier option. I'm not going to say it was wrong. Probably would have died all the other options. But it wasn't a great option. I hit the second I hit the curb, because I just didn't think about the curb before the field. I hit the curb at that speed and just didn't get any time to move my tire up or anything. It just hit it flat. And the shocks on this bike weren't good, so it didn't just bounce me up or anything. It just hit it. And I went flying into the air with my bike. My bike came flying into the air too. Like, I went over the handlebars, the bike did a flip and went in the air above me. And I hit this thing so hard that I was like flying, like it felt like I was flying like Superman. Like, I was flying in the air, and I literally, my arm got caught by my wrist on one of the big rocks there, and it just pulled the skin from my wrist up to my shoulder, just skinned all the way. And then I just slid, wrapped around a tree, and I laid there for a couple seconds, and I jumped up because it's my instant reaction when I get accidents. And I jump up, and I'm looking at my arm. I'm like super out of it, like dazed, probably had a concussion. And during it, clarify this, I had a helmet on when I hit the curb. When I crashed, my helmet was gone. I have no clue where my helmet went. It like just disappeared. So then I get up and I'm looking at my arm and I'm just like staring at all the blood just pouring down my arm. I had no clue how bad it was. I couldn't really think straight. I was like really lost, obviously. So, and I look over my bike and it's bent. The frame's bent. It's literally like curved. And I was like, okay, well, my bike's done. And I just grabbed my bike, and as I went to start dragging it home, the funniest thing about it that I just remember because it was so funny was there was a dude like right across the street on his porch who watched it happen. He was like eating a hamburger or something, but he must have just like barbecued up. He was just sitting on his front porch. I look over and I just see him standing there. And he's like, do you need me to call an ambulance? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I was so out of it, I didn't know what to say. So I just said, I'm good. And then I just started walking, and there was like a blood trail all the way back to my house. And then I get in, and my mom was just like, what the fuck? I was like,
Shit.
I don't know. And then, like, I just bandaged the shit out of my arm, just covered it in bandages and shit, and she cleaned it 'cause she does know stuff. And then I didn't break anything, which you could say is lucky, but then it's like, my brake's just disconnected, so that's unlucky. Like, my luck just it just balances each other out.
That's wild.
It's messed up. I had such a crazy accident, and then only injury I got was I have a couple scars on my arm because of it, and that's it. And like, I've had lots of other random ones. Like, I had one stupid recently where I got stuck in one of those grass spots, like you were saying, and I slid and I went flying over the handlebars and the stupid wipeout. I landed though, like on my feet, but I was wearing steel toes. So landing on your feet on steel toes at a high speed, my foot crunched in my steel toe.
that hurts.
And then I still have it on. It's my left foot. If you look like my big toe, there's like a blood clot spot, just dried blood built up underneath my toe. And I looked at it. It's called like a something hematoma or whatever the hell. Because I didn't drain it or anything. It's just gonna go away on its own, and it's gonna take time. But like shit like that happens all the time. Super simple, right? Like it's. And then I've also had a bike land on my nuts one time. That hurt.
Ooh, yeah.
That shit
I've
was
had that
bad.
happen.
It wasn't, and the worst part was someone was riding it. But I know bikes cause some crazy shit. A lot of people have crazy accidents on bikes. Like, I've flown in the air. I've had, remember what I told you earlier when we were in the car driving over the day? Remember my cousin, he lent me a bike and it fell apart on me midair? Remember that?
Story that
Yeah.
relates to this. Y'all remember Beyblades, right?
Beyblades?
Oh yeah.
So my brother, we would always duel it out. Beyblade,
I
Beyblade, let
didn't
it
play
rip.
them, but I liked them.
We go crazy with it.
I never had anyone play them.
And one time, so it was me and my two other brothers.
Okay.
My one brother, he lost already. He was out. So it was mine
Okay.
against my other brother. And you know how in Beyblade they got special move.
Yeah.
So my brother hit a special move. Guess what a special move was?
Oh, God.
Self-destruct.
What?
He said special move and he timed it so perfectly. Right after, his Beyblade just fell apart.
How the fuck?
It's my favorite, one of my favorite memories.
What are you trying to do, Logan?
I have a video of the story of when I messed up my bike.
What is it? You like
It's what my bike looked like afterwards.
Oh, okay. We're just taking a look at this, people.
I messed up my bike.
Baby Logan voice.
Yo.
This shit is
Holy
bad.
shit, that's fucked up.
I should be like that.
I can't believe that's you. That's mind blowing. But yeah, no, bikes and just you know what you just said about your thing. Do you guys find that weird? There's just things that just randomly break. It's like just
Yeah.
combustion, like just random self destruct. There's no reason, no nothing. Things just break, and you're like, how? Like, what caused this? Like, sometimes there is meaning, but like it's just weird how it happens at certain timings. Like, the one I have to relate to that was also a bike accident, but it was at a mountain bike skate park. It was a mountain bike skate park in a park in where I lived, Cambridge, and I went there with my cousin, but I was at his house and I didn't bring my bike. And he was like, "Oh, I have a bike you can borrow." And I was like, "Oh, cool." He's like, "It's not great, but like it's okay." And I was like, "It doesn't work great. This is some issues." I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool. It rides, right?" He's like, "Yeah." So we went to the park, and I'm not kidding. I don't fucking know what happened here. I literally hit a ramp on it, and I suck at ramps already. I clarify that. I can barely hit ramps on bikes. I'm good at riding my bike. I go no hands all the time. I literally turn corners with no hands. But I just can't hit jumps. I'm so bad at it. I don't know why. And I hit this jump on this bike mid-air. All of a sudden, my arms go up with the handlebar. Handlebar came out of the fucking bike. I'm like just holding the handlebar above the bike in midair, like, oh fuck. And then the front tire fell off. After the handlebar came off, front tire popped off immediately. I'm in midair. The thing just destroyed itself. And you know, obviously in that moment, you're like, well, this is gonna suck when I land. You're missing a bike. The forks are just gonna stab into the ground. And yeah, it was brutal. I hit the ground and just splat. Like, bike went everywhere. I don't know what happened. I could barely even understand. My cousin was dying of laughter, but was also trying to ask if I was okay. But he was also trying to ask if I was okay, obviously, because, you know, bike just fell apart midair on a ramp when I just hit the floor. But, like, shit like that, like what you were saying with the Beyblade just randomly destroying itself. Like, how the hell does some of that the timing on some of that shit's crazy.
Have you guys seen the Beyblade wave that's taken over TikTok?
No.
It just showed like clips and Beyblade. I didn't realize it was this serious. The
Was it
show
coming back or something?
I don't know. It'd just be like a clip where there's these dude and they got like sniper rifles just pointing dead blank at someone with a Beyblade attached. Or like this
Shit.
dude was getting jumped. He was walking through an alley, like 50 people with Beyblades. They were just
Shit, that's
letting
cool.
it rip. They were trying to jump the motherfucker with. I don't remember it being that serious at all.
Did you ever watch the Blade show?
I remember watching one of them. I don't remember what it was called.
I didn't watch it.
But
I watched like a couple episodes.
I know
on
they
it,
were
but
good.
I never got on it.
I liked Beyblades. It was fun.
I thought they were fun. I didn't
Yeah.
care about the show at all. I thought they were fun though.
You ever watched Yu-Gi-Oh?
I was never a big Yu-Gi-Oh guy, but my brother was, so I kind of like when he would watch it, I'd watch it with him.
You bringing the topic of Yu-Gi-Oh pisses me off, and there's one reason. It's not because I think it was stupid or hated it or anything. I wasn't a big fan of the show or anything. So my dad knows about this because it was his buddy. I remember the one time I went to a buddy's house with my dad and took me there, and this guy looked at me and he's like, because I talked about Chaotic. I have a Chaotic card collection.
Hell yeah.
And I was talking about how big it is and how I love my Chaotic card collection. I'm a big card collector at the time. And he was just like, "You're a card collector? I don't have Chaotic, but I have something else." I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "I'll give it all to you. I don't want it anymore." He's like, he's like, "I don't mind giving things away." And I was mind blown that he was willing to give this to me. I'm not kidding when I say this. He gave me a stack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like rares, ultra rares, crazy ass cards. That was as tall as me right now. It was
Holy
huge.
shit.
And no, you know what sucks though? That one that was probably worth hella money. Gone. One of my moves when I moved houses at some point in the chaos of life, they vanished. We have no clue where they went. We couldn't find them. Move happened, Yu-Gi-Oh cards are gone.
Fuck, yo.
Horrible.
That's tough. That's
It
genuinely
hurts.
upsetting.
Like that's why when people talk about Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm like, fuck this. I don't want to think about it.
Blue Eyes White Dragon. Nah, you know what? So, you know Blue Eyes White Dragon, right? That's a name that's familiar to you, is it?
Kind of.
Is it familiar to you, Wyatt? Blue Eyes White Dragon?
Blue Eyes White Dragon? A
You
tiny
know,
bit?
You, Logan? Blue Eyes White
He was
Dragon.
dying. Good job.
Does that ring any bells?
Not a clue.
Well, it's from Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's such a sick name and such a sick like
I do like it. It sounds cool.
monster. So you think the main character has the coolest monster, coolest stuff. The main character, I think his name is Yugi.
Yuki.
He has a thing called Dark Magician. That motherfucker is so less cool than Blue Eyes White Dragon. He's like a ant to a grasshopper.
An ant to a grasshopper. That's a
A
great
grasshopper is a Blue Eyes White Dragon. I don't know. Dark Magician, just such a lame ass name.
Yeah.
And such a lame ass card.
Nah, I'm with you. That's weird as hell.
Blue Eyes White Dragon is so sick.
Yeah. No, I didn't really get too into the actual like show or stuff about it. I just kind of got cards because I liked cards, and I was like, this is sick. And I learned a bit about it because of the cards, obviously. Like, kind of taught me some shit. But it was kind of cool. It was just like one of those things. We went on for a trip, and we ended up coming across that. But that's the cool thing about when you do, like, family trips and shit. There's so many random shit you come across. I think family trips is a really cool thing. Have you guys ever done many family trips?
Our
Anything big, at least?
not really. We went to Quebec once.
Oh, that's sick.
That's our biggest
Yeah.
family trip.
It's bigger than... I actually haven't really, like, done a big family trip where we left, like, the province, really. Minus, like, briefly going to the U.S. But it was, like, a drive. In the
That's my
US.
only time being out of Ontario.
That's not really
was when I went to
crazy.
Quebec for a couple of
Yeah.
days.
I was, like, meters out of the U.S. Out of Canada. Not meters, but, like, not far at all. Like, maybe a block.
What, like Detroit? Michigan?
We went to Buffalo.
Yeah, that's very close.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
we literally went across the border in Niagara Falls, and we're in Buffalo shopping, like right there. So that's as far as I've been. Like, actually, no, that's a lie. I went to New Brunswick. I was there for 3 months. That was a cool experience. I could see the ocean and shit. That was cool.
Where were you in New Brunswick?
St. John. You know
I
what that
don't know
is?
where that- No.
No,
I don't know
it's-
why I asked. I don't fucking know
Yeah, I don't
New
know why you asked
Brunswick.
either. You're like, where were you? I know that town. No, it was cool. Like,
I made that town once.
stop Zach. But legitimately though, New Brunswick is like my honest opinion on like traveling and like trips and shit. Some places are just not as good as it's just made out to be. Like some traveling places, like it was a cool experience. I'm not saying New Brunswick's not a cool place to go. Very cool scenery. It's different, right? It doesn't look like how it looks here. Seeing the ocean, getting to actually like touch the ocean for the first time, that's a cool experience. But like realistically, it's not too different for us. We have so many Great Lakes that touch Ontario, and Great Lakes are fucking huge. People underestimate Great Lakes. They're like, oh, why are you not surprised or amazed about the sight of an ocean? I'm like, because our Great Lakes look like an ocean. You can't see the other side. So like it looks the exact same as us to seeing these Great Lakes. So it's kind of like hard to be as surprised when you see the ocean. Like I wasn't like, whoa, it's the ocean. I was more like, oh, sick, this is the ocean. It's not a lake. That's cool.
Speaking about the ocean, I want to talk about fears for a second.
What are your fears?
Yeah. I have very big. I think it's called thalassophobia or
Is there like
thalassophobia.
giant unknown things or something? What is that?
No, it's just a fear of the ocean.
The fear of the ocean.
I am terrified. That's like
Would
my
you
biggest
touch
fear.
the ocean if you went to New Brunswick?
I'd touch the ocean, but I probably wouldn't go on a boat in the ocean.
What about a lake?
A lake's cool. Lake's fine.
Okay, it's just like the ocean. Just
The ocean
traumatized.
terrifies the hell out
Honestly,
of me.
I understand. The ocean's. You know, we barely explored the
Yeah.
ocean. Like we don't jack shit.
It also has to do with the fear of the unknown.
You scared of me?
Oh, W. That's a good comparison.
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying though. Like I don't even know if I would like. I might have a little bit of that fear. Like I don't know if I'd want to go out on a boat in the ocean. It's just
What is your biggest fear?
my biggest fear. That's fucked up. That's a hard question for me. I won't even lie to you. Like there's a lot of things that do scare me. I'm not gonna say I'm not scared of anything. I'm a tough guy. Nothing like that. But like I feel like I don't know myself enough. Do you know what I mean? To really know what I'm actually scared of. Like, sure, I would like not to die. That's definitely a fear. But I feel like that's just a background fear for everyone. Like I'm sure a lot. Well, unless there's people who want to, but that's a whole different topic. But like that's like a background fear. It's not really my biggest fear. It's just something that's there. Like other than that, like I just can't think of like big ones off the top of my head. You know what I mean? I'd really just. I've had so much shit go down in my life where I've experienced fears and I've had them broken by coming across something. Like I used to be scared of heights, and then
I still hate heights.
and then I fell off a really decently big height and was fine. And then I wasn't scared of it after anymore. I was just like, fuck it, whatever. Like, it may seem like I'm scared of heights when it comes to helicopters and planes and stuff like that, but I just don't like going on them because I have ear problems. And the second I go on them, the normal popping when normal people get on an airplane, I get that 10 times worse. It's like, my ears are popped for like months.
You also have ear issues?
Really bad, actually.
I've had ear issues my whole
I
life.
have, it's called a vacuum seal of air behind my eardrum.
Ah.
So right behind my eardrum, it's like when I sniffle, it's me. My ears have a reverse pop. So it's like the same thing as when your ears pop backwards.
When you
Because there's air being like, coming in. It's trying to pull air in.
when you were young, when you had to go swimming, would you have to put the stuff in your ear,
Yes.
like the shit, so that water couldn't get in?
Yeah, because when
and fuck
water
it up?
gets in my ears, when I was younger, it's got better now. I'm okay now. But
Yeah.
when I was younger, it would really bother me because it would get in there, and then mine, because of the reverse vacuum seal of air, water would actually leak. and go in.
Damn.
And it was like a really bad problem, so I had to wear those. But like I figured out it's okay now. It's really
Did you ever
not
get
that
I think they're called ear tubes or
bad.
something.
Ear tubes? No, I never got one put in actually.
I had
They
several put
didn't-
in when I was
don't
young.
think they ever thought about doing it because it was a different ear problem than normal, so I think they were just like unsure about doing that. But yeah, no, it was fucked up. So like I don't like you said your fear of the ocean though. Like I don't really like I sure I might be scared of it, but like I don't think I'd want to go on a boat. Like I might do it eventually. It's honestly why not an experience.
Yeah.
But like I can't think of a big top fear off the top of my head because
Did
like I like doing a lot of things. I
Did
like
it-
seeing animals.
Did any of y'all have arachnophobia?
Is that like spiders and
What's-
stuff?
Yeah, spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah, bro. It's just because the way they look.
I got over mine when I started, like, I'd capture it in paper towel and then throw it outside. And then I stopped, like, slowly
Yeah.
stopped getting as scared of spiders.
You know what I'm terrified about? Centipedes. I fucking hate them.
Completely
They're
understandable.
They have too many legs. Nothing should have that many legs. It's terrifying.
Millipedes.
It looks like a worm if it had steroids and then did bath salts. Like, this shit's crazy. But, you know, they're actually good. Like, we want them. They kill the spiders. And all that shit.
What the hell, Wyatt?
Yeah, Wyatt, what the hell's going on over there?
What about our New Year's resolution, bud?
I'm slowing down.
That was not the promise we made.
That's actually
Context here. Why it's about to toke.
funny. And he was quitting.
I still am.
Oh, we're just fucking with him. But yeah, no, fears is it's a really tough subject. Like, there's just so many like small fears, but I don't know. It's hard to say a big fear. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really like that is a good big fear. You're terrified of the ocean. That's an understandable one. This sounds like a dick move, but I'd honestly want to just like if I ever like go to New Brunswick, because you know my girlfriend has family there. If I ever go there and I get to like maybe bring you guys, I want to bring you on a boat in the ocean. Not far. I don't want to scare you. If it gets too much, I'll bring it back. But just to like help you, like you know what I mean? Kind of like work on it a little bit.
I'd want to go fishing. I'd bring my fishing
Yeah, that's what I
rod.
mean. Like we grab fishing rods and we do that. It might make you feel a little better.
Catch
right?
a shark.
You can't get sharks.
Speaking
there.
of catching a shark, we did a VR fishing video,
True,
didn't
true,
we?
we did. If you
And what happened in that, Logan?
Yeah.
Yo. I was this close to catching a shark.
Yeah, and then you broke the damn line, and then jumped off your boat and drowned yourself.
It was worth it.
It was. Yeah, no. If you haven't,
But you should check it out.
if you haven't seen that by the time this has come out, what the fuck are you doing? Go watch it. It's on my channel. It's been out for a bit now. This is my first VR video, so I understand if it's not going to get a lot of attention because I've never done a VR video before, and it's throwing off my whole content. It's very different.
Where can I find this VR video?
You can find this VR video on the current channel you were listening to this podcast on.
What?
And that is
Yeah.
what
It's
channel?
that easy?
It is the Unknown 365. You exit full screen. Take a look at that channel name. Click it.
Yo,
videos
it's
up
that
there.
easy.
It's that easy. And then you know what?
Yo, it's right
no, no,
here. That's
you,
sick.
You know what's even better? You know it's even crazier. If you go into that, if you go and watch that video and you click the description, you'll see a link in there to a channel called Pirate King, and in that
Yo!
you'll find the POV from another guy in the video.
What?
Yeah,
Dead
you see
ass?
two POVs from one fishing trip.
Yo,
Crazy.
That's sick.
It's crazy. Yeah, he's a great channel. I recommend
Well,
you go
then you
help
can
it
get
out.
the perspective from both people.
Yeah. You
And-
see one guy catch cool shit, see the other guy fail to catch anything.
And on these channels, there's no teacher, right?
No.
So you will need a sub.
Yeah. That was smooth. That
That was
smooth.
beautiful.
That was smooth. I love we just gave ourselves a really shameless shot. Shameful, not shameless. That was very shameful.
Shouting out yourself on your own channel.
You know, you should also
You gotta
check
do
out?
what you gotta do.
No, listen to some music on SoundCloud. What do we got? I like doing this shout out every once in a while. Who we got here that makes music?
We got Pirate King, we got Sandman, we got Dark Disciple. But I'm gonna do another shameful plug.
Oh god, here we go.
I got a second album coming out. Should be out before this episode of the podcast comes out, I believe.
Most likely, yeah.
I don't know what I'll name it yet, but I got majority of the songs done. I just gotta do some tweaks and a little bit of editing to them, and then boom, bada bing.
I got a random question I'm gonna throw in there if anyone wants to, if we ever get if someone ever watches gets this far into the podcast and wants to answer this question, go ahead. I'm just gonna toss it out there. Everyone thinks I should do a verse on one of the songs. I might still do it even if
I do.
people
I do.
Oh, did you guys hear that? What is this live? We got an audience. Oh shit! But yeah, look.
Hop on,
oh my
hop
God.
on, hop
You guys
on,
hear that?
baby.
That's crazy. People say I should. I guess I am. I don't know. I don't need your answer anymore. But no, legitimately though, we've kind of talked about it before. We got a lot of shit going, and definitely want to pay attention to that because we got music
Word.
coming, we got channels coming, all that shit. Very important. So I'm excited for that shit to get out there. People to have options, some great options to check out multiple shit, and pay attention. You might see a featured channel about the Sandman coming up soon on my channel. So if that shows up, make sure you go check that out because that's also part of Honestly Why Not HWN Entertainment.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is.
It's not the NES. It's the HWNES.
He made the same joke that none of us laughed at before the podcast.
I thought it was pretty funny. That's why I had to say it.
I can't believe you made the joke again.
I had to.
It's like you're like, okay, no one laughed the first time. Maybe if I say this during the podcast, I'll get pity laughs.
I didn't get it the first time, if I'm being honest. I got it that time, but I simply didn't want to laugh just to make it seem awkward. I wanted there to be weird silence.
The same thing.
Damn.
That's funny. Wyatt just had no clue.
I found it funny, Logan.
It was
Thanks,
so
man.
funny.
I think Wyatt's in
All
his
right,
own
now
world
like
right
sub
now.
to this account and peace out.
You're too
We're
shy.
not. That's not the end. We don't end it like that. We still got mad time.
Guns.
What?
Guns.
We talking about gun violence?
Yes.
Why are we talking about gun violence?
I don't support gun violence.
I do. Shoot every. No, okay. Not true.
Why are we talking about it?
Yeah.
Do you think it's a important thing to talk about in today's society?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yeah, because like, it's a
I
situation.
feel like
It's definitely a
in
problem.
other countries
Yeah.
other than Canada.
Canada doesn't
right?
really have that
Like
big
imagine
of a
like
problem.
America or even
Yeah.
like fucking Africa,
I won't. Okay,
Russia.
I have a weird take on this, and it might be seen as quite offensive, but I'm just gonna say it because that's the whole point of this. Honestly, why not? I don't care. So, I think yes, it's something that should be talked about because there's horrible things like school shootings and shit like that. Horrible, not cool at all. Should not be happening. Yes, tons of jokes get made about it, but it really is a bad situation. And there's lots of stuff people talk about gun violence all the time, but let's be real here. Doesn't matter how much talking we do about it, it's not just gonna stop. That's not how that works. It doesn't just miraculously go, everyone's talking about how bad it is. How about we stop now? That was a great voice, but I don't know how people think that's gonna help because it's what I mean. Like yes and no, it's a bad thing to talk about and give awareness to, but like it's not gonna legitimately stop anything. It's just gonna keep going. People are people. We're fucked up. This world is made of good and evil. That's how it's balanced. So it's going to happen no matter what. Like, we're going to have gun violence. No matter how much you talk about it, make it aware. So, and it's kind of like history, in my opinion. I don't hate history, and there's nothing bad about learning history. There's cool things in history that are really sick to know. But, like, do you need it to, like, do things in life? I don't think you fully do, because it passes the past. It's done with.
Yeah, I don't think your average civilian needs it.
No.
But
Like, if it,
do you know
if it
the
requires in your
saying-
profession and shit, maybe. Yeah.
do you know the saying history repeats itself?
True. I've heard about that. That's true.
So you could learn experiences from the past.
But I
and
see it as
bring
everything-
them into the future.
I guess
for
you're right about that, but I
decision-making.
see it as everything's gonna be different though. Even if it will repeat itself, but there will always be subtle differences.
Exactly, because
So,
nothing's gonna be the same.
I pretty
forever,
much just
right?
you gotta live it like
it's gonna be
screw
kind of
past.
the same.
Yeah. Live it like you gotta live life like yesterday never happened, and tomorrow's always coming. That was kind of
Yeah.
cool. Oh, that was a sick bar. I just thought about that.
Hell
Yeah, live life like yesterday never happened and tomorrow's always coming. So,
That's-
and that's pretty much the best way I'd say to go about it because it's true. Yesterday it was the past. Shit happened. Get over it.
exactly. Live in the present moment.
Yeah. Don't worry about tomorrow. It'll happen when it gets here.
The past is a history, tomorrow is a mystery.
I remember hearing that all the time. That shit, I heard that crazy.
My mom has one of those like basic white mom like signs in the house.
Oh my god.
Where it's like, the past is a history, tomorrow is a mystery.
we don't
The
have,
present is called the present
we
because
don't
it's a
have basic
gift.
signs.
Yeah, bro. Master
No.
Uguay said that shit.
No. Yeah. We don't have basic signs in the house.
Yeah, no, your mom is like different from your average mom. My mom too, but like she still kind of falls into a bit of that category.
It's even worse though. My mom's even crazier with shit. It gets crazy here, and then I see the shit she has, and I'm like, hey, how much does this get worse? But to be fair, your mom and my mom were friends. They did know each other when they're younger. They've hung out plenty of times. I don't know if you know that.
That's funny.
So that makes sense. Why they both do different things, right? And they're not as normal, I guess you could say. You look like you were about to say something.
Competition smack that.
I was about
Yeah.
to, but then.
You just blank out.
So this is what was happening. My train was going down the tracks.
Yeah.
Why didn't they finish building the tracks?
I don't know. It's a good question.
You have to be the one to build the tracks.
Yeah.
You're
It's
the
you.
track builder.
You're the track builder, man.
And the conductor.
You build the track. You conduct that train.
You do everything.
You go through that tunnel. Is that gonna help you? Okay, help him out, guys. We gotta help him get his memory back. Chaka 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 choo 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 choo. Don't jam out. Think.
Choo choo. Choo choo.
Okay, what was your thought?
Chilling on a train, but there was no rain. What? You were all chilling. You want all the pain. What?
Oh. You were all chilling. You want all the pain.
Choo choo.
Pirate King, yeah, that's the name.
Looking like a villain. He's always willing.
You already know. You're always killing.
The Dark Disciple. That's the name. Everything to lose and nothing to gain.
This bitch said I'm the one to.
That was beautiful.
Seven in my hand. Wagon of a
Now we're just making weird noises.
Alright, I'll pick it back up.
Alright, pick it back up.
Alright, listen.
Listen
I
up.
poured a rum chata, then I poured a A&W.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't know what the hell rhymed with A&W.
Oh.
Oh! Everyone hype me up.
Yo,
But
that was
bro,
hard
I'm
as
in
hell.
love with you.
Oh.
Woo!
Oh. Really? Okay,
A&W.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, A&W. Hey, didn't
God.
you used to work at A&W?
Yeah,
I did. It was.
Man, you've worked at 2 fast food joints.
Yeah,
What
it
a
was.
loot. Okay, no. Fast food's actually a great job to start in, to be honest.
I think every young kid should work a fast food joint.
Fuck.
Maybe
I-
not
I-
a
no, I
fast
honestly
food
believe they
joint,
should.
I
but
didn't
like,
do fast
maybe
food.
like food in general.
I didn't do a fast food.
Because restaurants are kind of fire.
Wait, would you count retail like kind of the same idea?
In a degree, but
'Cause I
not
worked
really.
at Canadian Tire. I didn't really work at fast food joint. Wasn't the same thing.
I just feel like fast food people get treated so shittily,
Yeah,
and
it's
they get
like
they
when
get
you-
trashed on
when
so
you're-
hard. Like when I was working at Wendy's, I got bullied so hard. You flipping the burgers? Oh, you flipping the burgers at work?
Yeah.
That's all you do if you work at a fast food joint. All you do is flip burgers
Hey,
for 9 hours a day.
I
That's
kind of
it.
get it. People been fucking bullied me for working at Canadian Tire. They're like, "Oh, you cut boxes? You open can't stock shelves when you stock boy?" It's like, I don't know what that voice was. When you stock shelves, you flip burgers.
I used to get shit on for washing dishes, but
You
No,
wash
I don't do
dishes.
that no
You
more.
use
Yeah, I
sponge?
see
You were a
was,
dish
man.
bish?
I was the dish fish.
Hey, you know dish bits? You scrub your plates.
Can we change the topic?
Sorry.
Hold up.
I'm not intending to actually bully. You
My
scrub
bad,
those
Dylan.
dishes beautifully, okay?
I do.
Motherfuckers
passion.
called me
I
a
almost
dish
wanna lick 'em.
bitch, bro. I called him a chore boy.
Oh.
Damn.
Shit,
That's the
so-
only unless they work in the kitchen, then they're like actually above you.
Yeah, if they're like a host or a server.
Yeah,
You're
you fucking
chore boy.
chore
Then they're
boy,
legitimately
bro.
just better than
You have
humans.
some
There's
cutlery to
no-
roll, bro. You have some fucking
That's funny.
tables to wipe down.
That's fucked up.
Now, being in the dish bit where I work, you genuinely are the chore. You are the dish bitch and the chore boy. You are like the slave in that building.
Okay,
And the chefs, no offense to the chef that I currently have with us here. Y'all don't do jack shit. Y'all, no prep is fucking done. We do every single bit of prep for you guys.
Sometimes do prep.
Motherfucker comes back,
For
yo,
more information.
Other motherfuckers sometimes do prep.
motherfuckers
Dark
come back,
Disciple,
yo, let me get
Wyatt.
some bread.
My
Dylan.
job is to
Motherfucker, grab some
Work at the
fucking
same
bread.
place.
Grab your own bread.
12 fucking bills, bro. And they need rye,
Nah,
but I don't have any rye.
Nah, you're like, yo, can you give me some bread? That'd be blessed. I'm like, I got you. So I bring up the bread on the line. You got 3 bills on the line, motherfucker. Grab your own goddamn bread. You got nothing that you gotta do, bruh. You already made your only club.
Your only club?
Nah, there's at least like 5 or 6. Sometimes they be full, bro.
Sometimes,
Wait,
yes, and it's
Are
understandable.
you guys open tomorrow?
We're open every single day of the week.
We're
The only time
wait,
we,
wait,
the only
we're
time we
closed
close,
2 days
yes,
a
the only
week.
time we close is on Jesus' birthday and our boss's birthday. That's the only 2 days of the
'Cause
year
they're
we're
equal?
closed.
And Boxing Day.
Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on. Do both of you guys work tomorrow?
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
What time do you guys work?
10.
I work at 8.
8 and 10?
Yeah.
Maybe he'll show up around like 9ish, so I see you both.
I-
I'm thinking maybe I'll show up at features.
Can you do your math again?
What?
If I show up at no, listen, hear me out. I know.
Show up at fucking 1:30. You'll see us fucking.
No, you'll understand. Here you go. I can't do that.
Oh.
But if I show up at 9 earlier in the morning, yes, you're not gonna be there yet. Usually, it's gonna. If I show up at 9, it's gonna take me time to eat my food and actually get out of there. By the time I leave, it'll probably be pushing 10, right around 10 o'clock, and I'll just see Wyatt on my way out, and I see you while you're there. See? Now I may sound better. This is my math. I'm smart. Logan's like, I'm not involved.
Logan looking discombobulated.
You look so lost, man. What
I didn't know what was happening.
No one wanted you to know.
I wanted him to
boom,
know.
ch-
I
I
love
know.
Logan,
I'm
bro.
just kidding. Don't we all?
Look at those wings on that guy, bro.
Yo,
He
his
doing
wings
the
are
he doing the
popping.
no
You can
shampoo, no
fly, can't you?
conditioner method. Me and my boy Damien put him onto that shit.
Yeah.
Now look at his hair, bro.
It's
Y'all
kinda
can't see
fire.
the hair, but look at the hair.
Beautiful.
Yeah. No, it's a great idea. You look good, man. That hair, flawless.
See, that's it.
What the fuck is the end of this shit? All right. Anyways, I think we're pushing close to the end here, though.
Should we put on a freestyle?
I think we should do our typical average freestyle that we've done every single video. Before I do, though, I want to clarify this. People know this. By the way, everyone get hyped. Next episode after this one releases is episode 10 of Honestly Why Not. Hear me out. Episode
Oh my
10.
gosh.
We got 2 announcements here. This is the perfect one to do these on. Next week from this video, when you're watching this, when this gets posted, next week we are recording. And from this video, like when you actually see this, that week, we are going to be making episode 10 of Honestly Why Not, which is a big milestone in our channel and how far we've come. That'll be the first episode that hits Spotify. Not only will we be entering Spotify and releasing our podcast on Spotify, I don't know why I'm counting, like people can see this. We're also going to have, it's continued, okay. We're also going to have our first big guest that's not Zach trying to offend everyone. Not any dissing Zach. He's a great guest. But like a big guest who's not here all the time. Which is, we're going to call him Drug Jesus, Wyatt's brother. And he's got some crazy stories to tell. He's got some crazy stuff. It'll basically be, we'll be pretty much interviewing him and talking about him and just chatting up on the podcast with a new guy. So this will be pretty sick. Keep an eye out for that, episode 10, Spotify, and brand new guest, Drug Jesus. Now, finish this shit off with a freestyle.
I want to say one thing.
Oh, or not.
Now, fortunately, very fortunately for the greater good, Drug Jesus, he might have to get rid of that name soon because he's going sober for the new year. And I want to let him know how proud of him I am.
You know what I want to say?
100%.
I think that makes him more of a drug Jesus. Because
Yeah.
he learned so much about
he's
drugs.
like a drug
and
sage.
he experienced them all, and then now he's going the different direction. So now he has all this knowledge about him, but he's clean himself, so he can teach people and save people's lives.
It's like a 60-year-old karate teacher. Like, he used to do karate, but now he's too old
He's
for
the
it, so now
damn
he
drug
teaches.
sensei.
The drug sensei. That's wild.
You know what?
Real
Fuck it.
shit.
Drug sensei, not drug Jesus no more. Teaches you
That's
shit about him.
what's up.
All right. Anyways, end the shit off with a freestyle. You know how
Logan,
it
you
goes.
cooking us? You got us a
Sip,
beat?
rum, child. Boom, boom, clot.
Please not
Bitch got blocked.
Sipping on the mics. Sipping on the Coors goddamn fucking light.
Riding my little bitch ass trike.
It ain't no bike.
It's just all right.
I went fishing and I caught me a pike.
Damn, I'm about to fly my kite.
Who's starting?
You.
You?
Okay.
You. I'm not dropping a verse. I can't. I'm just gonna do ad libs.
I was going through the rain. I was wondering why the fuck I felt all this pain. I am not Gojo or Sukuna, but I'm gonna hit this goddamn domain. Then I expansion. Get so rich, blow up, and buy myself a mansion. Look at these diamonds dancing. Look at your bitch, she glancing. Look at her, yeah, I got a goddamn trancing.
And I step back for the 3. Yeah, we shoot it far, but it's a swish, bitch. And the stick got a clip, it hit your shit, yeah, hit your noggin. You don't wanna get the profit, you can't stop it, bitch. Hold on, let me be honest. Fuck. Hold up. This is technical difficulties, but we'll be back in episode 10, Drug Jesus.